What's going on? Pull this up here. Let's pull this up. Okay, so we got signal this. Garcia, Talos. And we got back here. Mini G. I think of some Dirty Nova. What's all right, is anybody on that has submitted an account review? I'm gonna delete these. These are old. Done these already. We looked at Primal. All right. What's going on, Josh? XVK, is that K0? What's going on? I need. Oh, that's not. Okay, now we're in frame. Why is that? Hmm. Let's move this up and I guess like over. Okay, for whatever reason I can't get this squared up. It's driving me crazy. What's going on, John G? What's up, noob? Um, was waiting for this video. Gold bars are such a good idea. Um, waiting for what video? All right, is anybody on that has an account? Oh, this video? Or just going through people's Discord posts? Oh, thanks. It's crazy. I've been really busy the last few days. I haven't actually been able to do um a YouTube upload. So hopefully tomorrow I will be able to. Um, I'm actually uh changing jobs. So I started a new job on Monday. So all my stuff I've been trying to transition to other people. So I've been busy trying to hand stuff off. But then yeah, this other real life stuff too going on. So hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little quieter. I can try to get something out. You can hardly hear. What? Um, yeah, I mean it's very similar to what I'm doing now. But instead of like working like just being it's certainly not like I wouldn't say like entry level job, but just like working for managers. Now I'm actually going to be just a department of one, um, kind of doing my own thing. So it's going to be a lot busier from that standpoint. Instead of just managing my own stuff, I'll have to like do everything, run meetings and things like that. So it's going to be some of what I do already, but then just a lot more, I guess, managerial stuff. But thankfully, I won't have anybody that will be reporting to me. At least I don't think anytime soon. So that'll be nice. I don't have to worry about other people right now. Oh, thanks, XP. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Change of pace. I'm 100% remote right now, so I'll be working for somebody local, so I'll be actually going in like once a week now or something like that. So we'll see. But part of that's either going to the office or going to meet with customers if needed. So we'll see. It does get working from home does get a little, I don't know if boring is the word because it's not like I'm bored, but you kind of get to like that point where you're like, I just feel like I need to just leave the house. I don't know. I like to drive, which is why I like cars. So it's like anytime I can get into a car and just kind of like cruise, I enjoy that. Not so much traffic, like I hate traffic, but just hopping in a car and just, going somewhere. Um, so even if it's just something, dumb like going and grabbing something real quick to eat or like, oh, I need to run to Costco. It's just an excuse to get out of the house. Like, I should probably go to Costco and pick up some dog food and other random stuff. LA traffic is the best. Oh no, I could never do LA. If if I get stuck at like two red lights, I'm like, ugh. If I don't make it through a red light and one go, I get frustrated. So I can't do uh like I used to I would go to like Chicago like once or twice a year for work and man, oh, it's like just one accident. That's all it takes, and then it's just backed up for miles. Just can't stand it, man. I don't know. I like to just, like I said, I'd like to just cruise. But when everybody's like stop and go, and then people are cutting you off, and it's just I don't know. I can't stand it. Cannot stand it. I don't know how people do that day in and day out. So if you do, I gotta say you much stronger willed than I am to deal with that stuff. So, but is anybody on that sign up for an account? If you are, let me know. I was on Ducati's account, so I can delete this. Got Jasper, Karen. Oh, XV, you're on here. Why didn't you say anything? Oh, you did. Oh, my bad. Like I missed that. All right, so let's jump in. And there is a new tab. So this is the old ones. So if you go to create an account, go to the new account reviews page. Yeah, yeah, that was my bad. All right, so let's jump in. Still new to the game. I wasn't very sure if wait, I would like it. Oh, if you would like the game. Okay. But here I am enjoying it. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, I joined the game because I had surgery and I was like, what can I do while I'm sitting in the hospital and then back home recovering? And I was like, oh, this counting game where I just like click on numbers and get troops and the fake ads, man, they get you. Uh, plan on switching. I can't even talk. Switching full to a full aircraft team. So I'd like to know which aircraft hero should I focus? All right, so where's your? Oh, here we go. Wait, did you say what day you are on your server? I'm assuming you don't have all the heroes yet. No, you do. Yeah, you got all the aircraft. You just don't have all the missile. Okay. So you got all the aircraft already. Um, I would I would get Carly to 2 star and then get Diva to 5 star. And then I would get Morrison to 3 star and then probably get Carly to 4 star and then get Morrison to 5 star. In the meantime, try to get Lucius up to 3 star. Um, that's probably what I would do, and then get probably get Morrison to 5 star, 5 star, and then work on whoever you get. I don't know if you're going to be able to pull shards for these guys that early, but I would then get these two to 5 star from 3 star. Um, but focusing, getting Diva up to 5 star because that's going to be big. You're going to get some world boss damage in, help you out there. And then it's just nice to get one 5 star hero out of the way because then you can just focus on one after another at that point. Um, but it's kind of a toss up between which one Morrison or Carly. That's kind of up to you which one you want to take up the 5 star first. But I would focus on those two and then Lucius and then Skylar. But getting Lucius to 3 star. So yeah, that's what I'd say. I'd get Carly. This is pretty close to 2 star anyway, so get 2 star, 5 star, and then go back, get these to 5 star while this is 3 star, 3 star, and then get these to 5 star. In whatever order you wish. That's what I would say. Yeah, but I mean, like right now, it's just gonna be universal shards. Gear, okay. Um, definitely don't need the level 5 cannon. So as soon as you get Carly to 2 star, I would just let me see here. Yeah. I think as soon as you get Carly to 2 star, mm, 3 3. Yeah, I would just go ahead and switch it. Get your Carly to 2 star and then throw everybody in here and then work on Diva to 5 star. Get Carly to 3, get Morrison to 3, and then get them up to 5 star eventually. But I would just go ahead and switch them, focus on their skill points. Because then you don't have to mess with this gear. Because I would say Marshall doesn't need a level 20 gear, but if you're going to switch, because you're going to have Diva still up here, but then um I would give all this gear to Morrison, but then give Morrison the data chip so he's got a full set of 20. And then okay, so you got 20 20. Okay. Um and then give, the lower gear to Skylar. And then as far as like I would just kind of like leave the attack gear where it's at and probably get the defensive gear up to 40. Because this would be like Carly and then this would be Lucius. So I'd get this piece up to 40, get these pieces up to 40, start working on this, getting star imprints on this gun here for Diva. And then after you've got these pieces up to 40, then come back and do Morrison's gun to 40, and then do Skylar's gun to 40, and then do the data chips. Uh, well, yeah, after you do the guns to 40, then come back and do Diva's data chip to 40, and then do their data chips to 40, and then work on their radars and then their armor pieces, and then go back and do the data chips. I would get these up to 20 kind of in the meantime, get these up 20, and then the last thing you're going to do is upgrade the defensive players' guns. So that's what I would say. Garage 1 is almost max. So you don't have Garage 4. You just got Garage 1 and 2 at the moment. Um, I would say chill on the unit tech. I wouldn't do any more unit tech. You're going to start burning a lot of resources there. Uh, I would just focus mostly on your versus and your intercity truck on versus tech day. Don't really worry about doing tech like the rest of the week, and just focus on getting to headquarters 30 now. And then you can go back into special forces tree. Just do minimum you need to get down to the bottom and get your tier 10 troops. Yeah. Um, yeah, so I just read this here. So I would do what I said as far as like the leveling them up. I would use universal shards, just get Diva up to 5 star. I know it's good to get Carly to 3 star. It would be good to get Morrison to 3 star, but just get Diva done out of the way. She's going to give you a lot of power because then you can dump your skill medals into her while you're leveling these guys up. Because you can't use that, like the amount of skill medals you can use on heroes when they're like 2 star, 3 star, and even 4 star is not a lot. And you're going to need a ton to work on Diva anyway. So just get her up to 5 star. You can work on her auto attack, her tactics ability, and then work on her passive. So like you get the other two up to 30, her passive can be up to at like 20, and then just work that up after that. Uh, but that'll give you time then to save up skill medals for when you start leveling these two up. So, Garcia, yeah, I saw that, Mr. R. I did see that, so I can check that out. Um, John, did you click on like the new accounts, like this one here? Not this one, but this one. There's two. So this is the old one. This is going to be closed out. We're going to get rid of this old one. XV, yes, that new one. Uh, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if you want to screenshot the error and like throw it in the screenshots tab maybe. See what it says. You can tag uh this guy here, DHYPSE. If you want to like post it and tag him, and he may know. Won't let you update review with most up to date. Um, XV, did you have any questions before we move on? What's going on, Griffin? Cool. All right. So that I'm gonna delete. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Count reviews. That's not the right one. Now, if I don't get yours, like if I don't get all of them today, I'm gonna look at them on on Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be on somebody else's account. Playing on somebody else's account tomorrow. So that's the plan for part of tomorrow. What did I just do with yours? Wait, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. You're at the bottom. Okay, deleted that. Got Karen Jesper, Manny G, BX. Okay. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. XV, you're welcome. It works. Okay, so this is Garcia's here. How do I get this one to full screen? Oh, here we go. All right, Mr. Garcia. Just hit level 27 headquarters today. I'm looking to see if I should stick with tank squad or focus air squad. Okay. I feel like your power is low. I'm low spinner so far, so need help. And yeah, the video is the later than pics. Hmm. Wait, are you talking about your review, Manny? Okay, Mr. Garcia. Okay. So headquarters 27. I don't know uh like what season or anything. What are you in right now? Wait, what are you doing with 49 blueprints? Why are we sitting on these? That's like 500,000 power, if not more, right there. That is three, yeah, three 2-star pieces of gear. That's a lot of power. That is a lot of power. 20 days from season one. Wait, no, not Manny. I was asking Mr. R. Garcia here. Not yours. This isn't yours. This is. Sorry, we got two Garcias going on right now. Okay, so your preseason one. Wait, I'm so confused. Are you guys like almost in the same server grouping? Are you guys related? That'd be crazy. Because you both said like preseason one, I was so confused that I was like, wait, no, I'm pretty sure this is not Manny. Uh, it even says right here, dude. You guys throw me off. Okay. Harry, thanks, man. Appreciate it. So 1192. So preseason one. Ooh, okay. We got some work to do. Okay, you're sitting on 400 shards. You got 100 of these, so that's um if you're going to air like whew, so this wait, and Morrison. Okay, they're right here. Gosh. Whew, buddy. Uh, so if you're gonna do it, like, yeah, now would be the time to do it because you don't have any 5-star heroes. This is the only 4-star tank hero. So, man, I mean, either way, it's not like you have a super great team for where you're at. So, if you're gonna do it, I would say do it now, make the switch, burn all these. I would get, I would probably go, um, and Lucius is in a decent spot, so at least you got a good tank hero. I'm trying to think. So this is going to be 10 here, and then 50 here, so 60. Um, so I would open up all 100 of those boxes of these, all 114 of these boxes. I would open those up. Do you have, no, you don't have any Diva shards. So, oh yeah, some Morrison shards. Sweet. So that's cool. You can, do a level and or do like 1 star portion of a star upgrade on Morrison then. But I would go, I would open up all those boxes on Diva. You should be able to get 3-star. I think you can get 3-star Diva, and then yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can easily get 3-star Diva, and then I would get Lucius the 3-star. Finish off Carly here, her star, so she's 1-star. Get spend 25, get Skylar to 1-star. So you'll have 3-star, 3-star, 1-star, 2-star, 1-star. So I would just start with that. Day 90. I don't know when the seasons start on new servers. That's I think it's like, is it month 4 or 5? I I I can't remember. Is it Viriato? Good to see you. Casio. Is it 120? Okay. Yeah, 120. 121, 124. Man, you guys are like trying to be like specific with it. It's funny. Okay. So it's not going to be amazing, but at least like that's a start. Get, you know, get those going. You'll probably still want to run tank for the time being until you can get your Diva 4-star, get your Morrison 3-star, get your Carly up to 3-star, get your Lucius up to 3-star. So once you have 4-star, 3-star, 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 and maybe throw another star level into Skylar, then I would say switch because that should give you enough power then to like replace your tank team. And then this will be good enough to where, like, you're say for instance, if you're fighting, um, I'm gonna guess your power on your tank team is somewhere around like 15, maybe 14 million. Um, Even if your aircraft team is only like 13, 14 million, it would still be a tank team, that strong. So if you're going to switch, that's what I would say to do. Uh, okay. I would um okay, not Manny, but Mr. R. Garcia. Are you listening? I wanna make sure that what I'm about to say you will do. Wait, where's your resources? So I hope you have a decent amount of gold saved up here because this can make a pretty big difference on your account. Let's go back here real quick. So you have enough for three 2-star imprints. Three 2-star imprints. Don't do 5 1-stars, nothing like that. You're going to do three, or sorry, yeah, three 2-star imprints. So what I would do is I would go 2-star here. Let me think about this. Um, okay. I'll let you decide. At the end of the day, it is your account, so you can choose to do this if you want. So, two different ways you can do this. First would be to go 2-star gun for Kim, which would go to Diva. So I'd go 2-star here. And then I would go either 2-star, 2-star on these here, or go 2-star, 2-star. But obviously, you would have to burn all of your ore that you have currently, which you don't, well, I mean, you don't even have enough ore to do that. Um, but the thing, the thing you need to do right now would be to break down these four pieces. So the gun, the data chips, break those down. Um, I would break those down. All this other stuff, you can fix because you have enough ore. So what I would say to do, so you don't just blow all your ore on like one thing and you can fix a bunch of this stuff here, because you're missing out on a ton of power just by doing some upgrades here. So route one, I would say would be 2-star, and then 2-star, 2-star, or go 2-star and then do like on William or Murphy with either one, maybe Murphy here. I would do 2-star here. So then that's 30 of your nearly 50 prints that you have. So you could do that, and that would save you some ore because otherwise you're going to burn through a ton of ore doing that. And then I would break down these four pieces here. So definitely break these down. And then I would just take this up to 20. It says it's already 2 or 4 levels away. Just take this up to 20. So break these four pieces down because you don't need level 10s. Like all these level 10s are not doing a ton for you. And then you definitely don't need to upgrade the guns on these guys. So I would break all this stuff down and then use the ore to help with those star upgrades. But then I would also get this armor piece to 20. So just take it up 20. It's not going to take that much ore. And then come down here. I would say leave the data chip at 30 for now because you can take these pieces up to 20. So go 20, 20. And then on your Marshall, I would go 20, 20. And then if you have enough left, go 20, 20. But this, like these upgrades on Stepman and Marshall, these would be after you finished your star upgrades, depending on which ones you do. So the only reason I would say only do two of the two-star imprints would be so you could save until you can take this gun up to 4 star. So then you'll have a 4 star here and like a 2 star radar. So when you switch to your aircraft team, your Diva would be super strong, and then you'd have a decent radar to throw on like Carly, because you'd want to get your Carly up. And then yeah, I mean, I would just leave this at 40. I would even say break down this gun and this data chip too. So like these 6 pieces here, I would break down the data chips and the guns for these 3 heroes. Because by the time you switch to air, anyways, you'll be able to build another gun. But so I would just break these down, put level zeros on these, and that should give you a decent amount of ore to fix some of these pieces. Because getting these items, like all the radars, the armor pieces, getting those to level 20, you'll notice a pretty big difference in your power versus having all these level 10s in here. Okay, John G. We'll see about that. Okay. Garage one's max. Just had 27. Okay. I didn't look at your drone. What's your drone looking like? 84. You got some level 7s. So I hope you're picking up component boxes to help progress this stuff. It's not bad though, 3 months in, especially a low spender. Wait, which side are you on? Okay, yeah, that's your side. Yeah, because you're like for where you're at, I would say you're a bit behind on hero upgrades for sure. But getting your gear squared away will certainly help. And then all you do is just like you fix the gear, and that's the gear. And then you're working on the heroes, the aircraft heroes second, or at the same time simultaneously. And then whenever the aircraft heroes are ready, where they're at, your Diva's ready to go at 4 star, you got the 3 star heroes, you swap them in, you just swap the gear on, and it should be just, plug and play then at that point. All right, any other questions? Yeah, I would certainly push. So need help on which skill medals on data chips. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the. I mean, this is your. Yeah. So just real quick, I'll run through this real quick. On your defensive heroes, like 2 star, 3 star, really not going to make that big of a difference because you can't level them up too much. But once you get them to 4 star and 5 star, you're you're focusing, I would say, almost exclusively on their tactics and passive abilities to take these up to 20 and then 30. I wouldn't even worry about the auto attack until your attackers are maxed out. So these two abilities, the passive, the tactics on your defensive heroes, and then when you're leveling up, obviously I wouldn't put too much. Like I wouldn't even really touch your tanks heroes anymore. I would just kind of leave them where they're at. Um, but I would only do on like Skylar, Morrison, Diva. Not sorry, not only do. but focusing primarily, get the auto attack, get the tactics abilities, level these two up kind of close to each other, and then your passive will be brought up secondarily. So if everything's at 15 and your passive's at 10, and then you could take the auto attack and the tactics up to 20 and then bring the passive up to 15, 25, 20, 30, 25, and then 30. Something like that. So, all right. Anything else? I hope you caught all that. Yep. Not a problem, sir. All right. So we're flipping back and forth here. Manny, you were trying to get me to look at yours. Let's do the other Garcia. I feel like we just looked at yours, didn't we? Didn't we just look at yours not too long ago? Okay. Why do we got two one-star pieces here? Oh, I ran out of time. Level 30, level 30, 10, 30. What are we doing here? Why are we doing these level 10s, man? 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 40. Those are the big ticket numbers that we're looking for here. Even same thing on the data chips. I mean, these are like doing nothing for you for your defensive heroes, only having these at 10. Because they don't get the damage reduction until they hit 20. And then same thing with radar and armor pieces. Get them up to level 20, get the damage, the energy damage, and the physical damage resistance. Because you're taking away 10% of damage you're receiving from certain heroes when you do that. It's 10%. It's way better than getting a little bit of HP, way better than getting a little bit of defense. You're taking 10% less damage, and then when you get it to level 40, that's 20% less damage. Yeah. So, um, I don't even know if it's like worth changing at this point. I would just get these to 2-star. So pick one, get it to 2-star, then get the other one to 2-star, and then I'd probably get a radar to 2-star. So then you have a 2-star gun, armor piece, radar piece, and then I'd probably push this to 4-star, and then get these up to 4-star. And in the meantime, I would focus on getting all the radars and then all these up to 20 and then get them all up to 40. But then you also, I would say get these up to 20 and then fix these data chips, get these up to 40. I would even break down, like, I would break down this gun, put a 0-star gun, break down these two data chips here, throw in some 0-star data chips here until you fix all this stuff, and then go back and level these up to 20. And then after everything else is done and finished, then you go back and work on the guns. Okay, so looking fine on, yeah, for the most part skills look good. Focusing on the passive and tactics, and then this is almost all about where it needs to be. I would say um I'd probably get this up to 25. So get this to 30, get this up to 25, and then I would move on to Morrison, get his auto attack up, get his tactics ability up, like get these up to 25, get this up to 20, and then come down here to Skylar and then get this auto attack up to 20. And you should notice a pretty big difference when you get these up to 25 on Morrison. He should do a bunch more damage for you. Mm, okay, did you just get these data chips here then? Man, 120, 130. Level 7s. So you should be getting close to level 8s up here, I would guess. Wait, who won this? Oh, you did win this. What was his gear looking like? Let me go back. Uh, what is this dude doing? This is like the weirdest. First of all, this is why you don't do 3-2. Why you don't run like 3 aircraft, 2 tank, or whatever. Because you lose out on a ton of the team buff. But then 2, ugh. It's like I mean, Stepman's good, and I know this isn't your account, but it's just like interesting to see. So he went 20. I don't know if it was 28 or 20. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like 20. So he didn't. Yeah, he didn't level up the auto attack, just tactics here. I don't know why he put in auto attack here. 15. Some weird. Yeah, it's not even like his stat man was maxed out or anything. I would have gave Diva the better gear for sure here. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty bad whatever this guy was doing. Um, yeah, I don't know if he was waiting to get Lucius and Skylar. I don't know. That may have been better, but his gear is just terrible. He's got like no levels except for 2 pieces, and he's got a 1 star here. Yeah, I don't know what this dude was doing. Unless this was like his second team. Was this guy's second team maybe? Uh, yeah, because he doesn't even have data chips on here. Yeah, this has to be this guy's second team because he's got level 8 components. I mean, this guy is really strong. You got to beat in decorations, but he's got you beat on a lot of other stuff. Hmm. Okay. And who should I start adding shards to or work on the wall of honor in your team? I would build up your tank team next before you start dumping into the wall of honor. Because the wall of honor, the amount of stats you get from that is pretty minimal, and it's better to have a better second team or a third team, like having those teams maxed out as far as like star level skills and all that stuff. That's going to be a lot better for you than having some upgrades on the wall of honor. Now, if you're talking about like getting hundreds of levels on a bunch of different heroes, like yeah, that stuff starts to add up. But getting probably your tank team, your tank team is pretty close to max anyway. So I would just might as well finish up Marshall, and then I would upgrade Statman to 5 star, and then get Williams 5 star. And there's no reason to like go back and forth with them because they're your second team. I would just get him to 5 star, get Williams to 5 star, and then after you max out your aircraft team, like all their abilities or skills, then I would go back to your tank team. B2, what's up? Are there higher level scarabs in season 3? The You're talking about like the low ones that pop up. They're all the same level. You're talking about like the ones that pop up out of the sand with the traps. Hey, kill. They're all the same level. What should you do on tech? Where's your tech? Wait, what level are you? Oh, you're are you still 29? I would get to headquarters. I would get to headquarters 30. I mean, you went crazy in units. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything else. Just get to headquarters 30 and then push through special forces and get tier 10. Yeah. I would just finish level 30, get your tech center up to level 30, do your tier 10 uh special forces grind, just doing the minimum to get to the bottom, max out the bottom 4, unlock your tier 10 and away you go. Yeah, no, the scarabs stay the same. Oh. Yeah, that's what I would say to do. Not bad though. I would say if this is so oops. I would say if this was 3v3, I think he must have been mixing teams. And again, this is why I hate most of the time if you mix teams. Like usually you just switch like one hero or you gotta move gear around because yeah, there's no way this is this guy's like best gear. He might I think his tanks are his best and he just moved I think he just moved some heroes around because his tanks had the best gear on here. Like if you look at this, it's like he just threw his tanks on here and they had the best gear. Like these all of his aircraft hero had like scrap gear. So you versus full tank team would have been interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he might have just a lot of people in 3v3 they try to like mix up teams a little bit to try to counter the advantages or disadvantages against certain squads. Oh, what is the best squad without? What is the best squad without red gear? Whatever whatever squad you heavily invest in. I mean, they're all good. It's just a matter of who you invest in. And it's a matter of like who everybody else you face is using. So if you invest heavily in tanks and you have a 30 million March tank team and everybody else you face is aircraft and they have 30 million or more aircraft teams, it's probably going to be tough to win. But if you're a 30 million missile team and they're a 30 million air team, you're probably going to have a pretty good time. Yeah, most players they either invest in air squads because you're going to get the best advantage right away. Because most new players are going to go into tanks because the game basically forces you to play tanks with how it's set up and the way they release heroes. So you're kind of forced into playing tanks. So I would say like 90% of new players run tanks. So if you switch and start running air early on, especially like as soon as you can get all in a full aircraft team, you'll probably be doing really well. But if you want to go crazy and you're going to spend a bunch of money, missile teams would be really, really big. You just have to have a decent advantage, like power gap on most other players that are running tanks. So you don't get beat by somebody that didn't invest like you did. Yeah. It's kind of coming full circle. There's a lot of players that are running tank squads again. Like on our servers, there's a lot of players that are running tank squads. But like people like the whales, they usually just rotate their gear around depending on what like other people are running. Um, because you start to see a lot of missile teams countering air teams. So then they'll throw on a tank team and go from there. All right, Manny, moving on. Oh, so I'm playing on somebody else's account tomorrow, and uh, as Josh knows, if you become a Mythic member, if you hit the join button, you gotta close the chat. But if you hit the join button and become a Mythic member, I am trying to work out a schedule to play on people's accounts. If you want me to, if you join, become a Mythic member, and you want me to play on your account, um, I've been coordinating with people to get on, fix stuff, play on it, do whatever. So just an FYI for people that weren't around yesterday. Um, everyone else in my server has full mythic gear on tank and missile. So tank here. Yeah. And now I'm investing on air squad, so worth. Yeah, I mean you're long term, it's not a bad idea to run air. Because after a while, a lot of people try to switch to air. So if you do it sooner than everybody else, you'll be ahead of them. Because not only will you have to do the star upgrades, then you have a full 5-star team, and then you have the skills, so getting all like their skill medals up maxed out. But then you get into the weapon shards. So when you get into season one, you're gonna get Diva's weapon, and so then you'll want to max that out. And then when you max that out, then you need more skill medals to max out her skills because then the cap goes from 30 to 40. So then you need even more skill medals to max her out. So the sooner you make that switch and you invest in them, you get everything ready to go. When you get to the weapon shards and you upgrade them, then you have the skill medals then to keep dumping into Diva to make her stronger. And then next season, then you get Carly's weapon, then you get Skylar's weapon, then we're going to get Lucius's weapon in season 4. So, yeah. Sorry, I was just kind of chatting there for a minute. All right, Manny, deleting the account. Goodbye forever, Manny. Post on drone and decorations. Yeah, drone is going to be like the most consistent power increases. Like if you're talking about drone levels, drone components are like one of the biggest improvements. Skill chips are very, very strong as well. And especially if you level them up correctly. And then um, like the milestones on the drone, when you get the different abilities and levels on those, make a pretty big difference. Decorations, the holiday decorations are really the only ones that make a big difference outside of the God of Judgment decoration, which is available in seasons, because that improves march size. And there's only so many ways to improve march size. And the big thing with improving march size, you get a morale increase, which both like when you increase march size, you get a power increase because you increase attack defense, HP, all that stuff. But then you get a morale increase too, which then further, gives you an advantage. Okay. Mr. John G. Yep, not a problem, Manny. All right, going miss out first team. Just wait, just hit day 29. Okay. Did you start a new account again, John? Brother, I'm lost here on this one. Trying trying to work your way into top 10 arena, potentially in cross server. The guy I battle in the server has three 3 day head start on me. Just hit headquarters 29, T9 troops. Oh yeah, T9 troops on building. Okay. Plan on unlocking. How can I improve to get inside the top 10 in arena? And 5-star Swift on Hero Day. Oh, okay, so he's not finished yet. I'm gonna test so I can add him to the squad. Oh, here's the rest of it. Mm, so he's got a drone skill upgrade on you. It is the same new account. Mm, wait, what level are you? You just hit 27. you could probably go into your special forces tree and do some of the upgrades above to unlock the next one to unlock the next row. Like those first like 3, 4 rows are not too expensive. And given where you're at now, you should be able to knock a lot of those out pretty quickly, like within a few hours. They don't take that long to upgrade. So you can probably get quite a bit of power in your special forces tree and start going down that path since you are getting closer to level 30 now. So yeah, I would say go into there. That's going to be cheaper than your hero tech would be because your hero tech is specific to certain heroes until you get to the bottom four. So this would give you all around some decent power. And then, I mean, your gear is just kind of what it is. You don't have a lot you can do here right now, unless you try to get one of these up to 2 star. Try to get a 2 star imprint. Yeah, I would say so. You got two tank, two air, and one missile. So you are like really killing yourself with no team buff here. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Did you post the damage? Yeah. So D was doing all your work for you, which of course, because he's running a lot of tank. Um. Oh, that's the bottom. Include who's taking damage for you. Who do you have? I don't know what heroes you got. And do you have somebody you could swap in for Swift? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't force it just because you want to do main missile, but you don't have the teams yet. I wouldn't like force and do this, especially in arena. Um, I would just try to make a team that's going to push now, and then when you can actually put your missile team together and like run them all or run majority, like you'd run a run, aircraft and missile would probably be the team based on who you got. You want to run around tank and missile because your diva's already really strong. Um, your Carly's already 4 star. So I would run aircraft missile until you have all your team put together, and then try to get at least like the 3-2 buff, if not like a 2-1, or sorry, a 4-1, which may be hard if you don't have like Lucius or Morrison. Yeah, I mean this it's not really so much about the power here. It's mostly like the makeup of the team, where he's getting a team buff here, and John's not. I mean that 10% because it's 10% HP attack and defense. It doesn't seem like it, but it does make a pretty big difference. And then it's about the matchups too. Um, obviously he doesn't have anything on Mason here. This guy's absolutely just dumpster fire for gear, all this level 10 stuff. Like if this guy did his gear right, he would probably be closer to like 11 million power. He would probably be a little bit harder to beat. Because I mean these level 10 guns here, these data chips, well, sorry, not Diva obviously, but like on here, like these are just like useless. Um, and he doesn't even have gear on Mason. If he had gear on Mason, like this would be a little bit stronger. But yeah, if he had fixed his gear and had like a good setup on gear, um, yeah, this would be a little bit better. Then if you ran anybody beside Mason, I don't know if he had like even Skyler, Morrison, one of those two would have been a lot better than Mason here. Yeah, I would work on getting a two star gun, um, and just throw somebody in here for Swift, whether that's Morrison, Statman, which maybe you don't have yet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just gonna be tough until then when you're trying to force it and you're not getting that buff in there. And then the other thing would definitely be the drone. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that extra damage here from this is pretty good. And if you see, because of his drone levels, it is nice you got a level 7 missile though. That certainly helps you. But his drone gives him a little bit of HP, a little bit of defense, where your attack because of this is up quite a bit. But he's just a little bit tankier than you. Plus, and then on top of that, you had the 10% HP in defense, and then the 10% attack, and like that just stacks with that. Yeah, you're trying to force it, and it's just not working for you. Yep. Yeah, just keep working on that gear. If you have total mobilization, I mean that'd be the time to pick up a bunch of drone parts. If you're gonna get crazy and spend $1,000 and get the mythic prints, and you're gonna get a bunch of legendary prints along the way. Could almost make a mythic gun if you wanted to. If you had total mobilization anyways, and then you'd probably get like a couple level 7 components out of that as well. The number of drone boxes you can pick up, component boxes. Cool, man. Yeah, I think if you even just had like Stepman here, it'd probably be pretty good. Or like you could throw, I don't know what your Marshall's at, but you could throw Marshall in here because then he's gonna buff everybody, get some damage reduction for your Diva going on. That'd be pretty good. Marshall got a little bit of buff. He's not bad. And that would help you would get the 10% HP attack and defense, and then he's going to further increase the damage that Diva's doing. I think if you threw Marshall in there and he's like 3-star or better, you would probably win this. All right. Any other questions, Mr. John? The saga of John continues to haunt me. Cool. All right. Anybody else on? John, I thought you were a member. Were you not a member? I thought for sure you were a member. Not yet, but soon. All right. Anybody in chat did a review that I haven't checked out yet? Yeah, there haven't been as many green names. We had a lot of green names in yesterday. So just Josh, just you and Manny at the moment. Yeah, yesterday was like a green party. Okay, we got John G, Talos. Got quite a few here. Working on my heroes since last time you looked at mine. Easter event, you'll become a member. Oh, you better do it before that. Or do it when we're doing the giveaway, the members giveaway. Um, you'll just have to make sure that you link your YouTube and Discord because this the members chat here. Um, so you have to link your YouTube if you become a member in order to be able to get in here because this is where we'll do the drawing for that from. Uh, Luis, did you post another account review or are you just saying you've been working on heroes? James, you don't agree with my decisions on gear. Did you post something, James? Spending all my extra cash on drone component chest. Yeah, there you go, Titus. I'm confused on reach. More 4-star or 7 3-star change Mason 5-star. Yeah, I would go Stepman. Get him in there for Mason. Overall, just a better Dirk. Dirk, send me your email so I can log in. It'd be fun to be playing on a big whale account or check it out. Because then if I gotta like make a mess and fix things and do stuff, you should have the resources to fix it. Then I don't have to feel bad. Like I feel bad when I'm like looking at somebody's account and like, oh, you need to get rid of this and fix this. I did see some of your account yesterday when you were streaming. I would break down all your mythic gear. Could you imagine the gold? Oh my gosh. Like half a million or half a billion gold just in each piece. Man, that'd be rough. Uh, James, when you send that to me, is that recent? Let's go to the account reviews and drop it in there, James. I'm interested. Oh, in game? Oh, I don't have my. Was that recent though? I don't have the game open right now. Not enough radars. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd break down all your guns and build radars. I would just give. You'd have no mythic guns. You'd have just three teams full of mythic radars. That's how I would build your team, Dirk. Could you imagine that? Like somebody fights you and they're like, "What the heck is this?" That would be awesome. I mean, especially on like newer servers, that would be like the ultimate troll to like where people couldn't do damage to you because you're doing like they're doing 30% less crit damage, and then on top of it, they're just like not able to do much damage because of the damage reduction. Oh, someone else was suggesting that. Go radar on other squads, yeah. No, you need defense for the code boss, Dirk. Did you get that update today? They changed the world boss today to where you need defensive gear to do a bunch of damage. Oh my gosh. Did you imagine that April Fool's joke there? Like somebody actually did that. They posted like, "Oh, you can't just send like five attackers. You need to have defensive gear. You need to have tanks." World boss would be like really hard then. No, yeah, no. I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing. I was trying to find a way to get my wife today for April Fools. So I looked at her. I was like, "Hey, we really need to go somewhere." So I booked us a 3 night, and I just kind of like looked at her, and she was like, "Don't you dare say cruise. I will file divorce papers right now." And I was like, "But it was cheap." I was just messing with her. She like I don't know. I found all kinds of deals. I mean, you can find some really sweet deals on cruises, and I was like, yeah, it's an easy way to get away. You go visit some places, but we the last time that we had gone on vacation like by ourselves was the month before COVID shut everything down. So we go on a cruise, and like that wasn't even the problem. We go get on the cruise ship, and it, our friend that went. So there's kind of like two different stories going on here. One of our friends that went with us, um, immediately had like a panic attack, got super freaked out, and the boat hadn't even left yet. We're like at the dock. This is like an hour or so before we actually even leave. And she's panicking. She's like, I need to get off. And like eventually calms down. She gets um like I don't know, I forgot what they gave her, something for it. So anyway, she goes down, she's just like hanging out in her room. She's like locked in her room, doesn't want to come out, just like there for like that first whole day. So like that's going on. We leave and like everything's fine. And then we get out in the water, and there had been kind of like a storm, not like a hurricane or anything like that. And like we're like going like this, and the ship just like not even like I wouldn't say like straight up, but like pretty steep. And so like you're walking around, you're like trying to like walk like this. You're walking up the stairs and you're just like side to side. It was so bad. So like that's the first like 24 hours. Our friends freaking out. It's impossible to walk around the ship to do anything. The next day, um, the engine starts to have issues. So we're hanging out. They didn't really say anything, and we go to bed. We're supposed to be like Dominican Republic. We're supposed to stop in the Dominican Republic, and we we wake up in the morning and they have if you've ever been on a cruise ship, a lot of times you can see like there's certain channels where you can see like where you're at and like where you've been. And I've turned on the TV and I was like, what the heck is going on? Like there's got to be a bug because I just see this on the screen. Like there's just a bunch of circles. I'm like, that makes no sense. Like there's clearly something going on here. No, that's what we were doing all night. They were trying to like they were circling around because something was going on. They couldn't get like the cruise control set and it was causing all kinds of issues. So we literally were just circling around all night, nowhere near the Dominican. And there were several guests on board that were going to the Dominican to visit family. And so like they had people like that were going to be meeting them at the port and they had this whole thing. So then they had a meltdown because they weren't getting there and they want to see their family and it was like this whole thing. And then the next day, we're supposed to be in, I think, Grand Turk. So they give us like onboard credit, and there was like not much to do. So we're like, cool, let's go to the casino, burn this onboard credit, so we can make some money. And like that was it. That was like the day. Go to bed. I'm like, okay, it sounds like they got things fixed. We're gonna get to Grand Turk. It's all gonna be cool. We get to Grand Turk the next morning, and you can literally see the beach. Like I could have jumped off the ship, swam to the beach, and be like, cool, I'm here. Like this is awesome. Sitting there, like I can see the water. I'm like, oh, this is beautiful water. And we like make this approach. The ship turns around. We turn back around, make an approach. Ship turns around. And we're like, what the heck is going on here? And I don't know, it was probably like 30 minutes of doing that. And then they finally came on and they said that there was strong winds that were making it hard for us to dock and blah 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 blah. At the same time, like two other cruise ships, they just pull up, back in, park, boom, they're done. So like we're seeing like we're so close, and then eventually we just turn off. We're like, okay, well, we couldn't make it happen. We tried one more time, and the captain just said no. So then we leave. So I'm just like sitting there just watching it fade off into the distance. I'm like, there goes two of the stops we were supposed to. Oh, so yeah, like yeah, bad weather, friends freaking out. Missed both of our stops. Yeah, that was our first ever cruise, and we thought that was like the worst thing ever. And then we get back, and then we hear about all these people that are stranded on cruise ships in like Asia and stuff. And then of course then it spreads out here where people are stuck on cruise ships all over the place because they were like like COVID was going around, so they were locking down the cruise ships and people were stuck on the cruise ships for weeks. And I'm like, okay, our cruise sucked, but it was not that bad. So yeah. She's like, don't ever talk to me about cruises again. We're not doing a cruise. It's like, okay, eventually maybe. And she's like, I don't know. But that was, 5 years ago and still doesn't want to talk about going on a cruise. So good times. Uh, do a fake $5,000 more gold brick purchase. Bro, no. That would be bad. That would be very bad. I can wait, for you want to one of your receipts from the gold brick purchases? It's taking forever to send your stuff. Did you upload something? What's the best air squad if running air, or best boss squad running air? It depends on Did I delete? I deleted your stuff, didn't I, Manny? I just deleted it, didn't I? Crap. I don't even know if you. I don't think you had pictures on there for all the teams, anyways. It depends on who you have leveled up for your tank team. Typically, I would do like Diva, Skylar, Morrison, Marshall, and then Kim. I'd put Kim and Marshall in the front, and then that way, like Diva and them, they get the buff from the the chips, the drone chips. What'd you post it in? Dirk, did you actually post something, or were you just saying that earlier? Level up to 29 for 30,000 gems. What? Man, I wouldn't waste 30,000 gems on that. I would only speed it up if you had to like if you're trying to win versus or something. That's a lot of gems though. Did you already buy all the VIP stuff? I already got a feeling. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You're right, James. I was not gonna like this. You were right. Okay, why don't you have your why aren't the auto attacks maxed out? James, what are you doing, man? Max these out. Max, max, max. You should have done these before you did the passives. That'd make this fight a little bit easier for you. Man, you did not. You did not put level 2 guns on these two. Dude, don't do your missile. Are you kidding me? No, max their auto attacks, man. Get them, just finish those up. Get them done. It's gonna be a big increase in damage for you. Just gonna just take my laptop and just chuck it at the wall. I mean, yeah, I would get this, get this bad boy up to mythic. But what are we doing here? What are we doing here? No, Josh, this one takes the cake because you got two star, not one. You have two-star guns on defensive heroes before they have their defensive gear maxed out. No, like, uh, Oh yeah, Dirk, I was just asking if you actually posted and something in the account reviews, but I didn't see anything. But we can chat later. Have fun on your stream. Uh, four star this week after we win DS. Wait, which one? Are you talking about this? Like, so just real quick on this. These data chips here, one and two are attack focus. Or sorry, not one and two. One and three are attack focused. Two is where you get the damage reduction. Four is where you get the damage reduction. So when you have these two at level three, you're you're missing damage reduction, on one of them here. And then on top of that, you have two guns. And okay, where did you put the you didn't put the report for the damage, did you? Hiding that damage from me. You don't want me to see it. Post the damage. Do it. Because you know what's going to happen. This is your missile team? Okay. Yeah, I mean your missile team's looking better than your aircraft team. They're not lacking behind in the auto attack. Oh man. Yeah, what server are you in, James? He's got to be like 300-ish, 400. Okay, I was about to say like 400-ish. Yeah, like what are we doing? What are we doing? There's no reason to have two-star guns. This is what these guys do. This is what they do. They eat damage. That's their life. Their life is to take the bullet. That's all they do. That's all they live for. Now, if you were a mega whale and your your drone was like 250 or something, like like this guy where it's just like through the roof, and you had a huge power gap on this guy, like yeah, your Carly might do more damage than their entire team. But that's like mega whale status. Otherwise, Carly, Lucius, no. No, 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 no. They should be eating that damage and then keeping your back row alive. I mean, if Skylar doesn't die here, maybe she gets more stuns out, keeping your team alive a little bit longer. 'Cause, I mean, this guy is beefy. This guy is 100% beefy. I don't know why Marshall's got. Okay, his stepman must have been like cooked. It's on lockdown because he did not do any damage. That's gonna be my guess. Because based on his gear, he should have done a bunch of damage, but it looks like he got locked down by Skylar's ability. He must have got stunned a bunch and got nuked. So he didn't do anything. But like this guy would have been better off having Marshall with the mythic radar and taking less crit damage, because then he's boosting everybody's attack, but then he's also reducing the damage that Kim's going to take. So like even did some weird stuff with gear. Like this is weird. Like people think Marshall's there to do damage. Not really. Not really. I mean, when you compare him to what, Kim did, not even half, but it's tough to say like when people get stunned because when you're going up against Skylar, it kind of throws off damage sometime. So like both of these guys could have been stun locked and Marshall could have been sitting there doing a little bit of damage. So not to say you never want to give, some decent gear to them. Uh yeah, and I know you're not going to listen to me, James, so I'm not even going to try to give you advice here, but if you listened to me and took my advice, this team would be a lot better. Because first of all, I would tear these apart. Like tear these apart. Get your 4-star radar on Diva. Keep her alive a little bit longer. And I just don't know why you have so many 3-star pieces. So many 3-star pieces. Um, yeah, I would have done like 4-star, 4-star. I would have actually. Mm, it's hard to say. I mean, Morrison Skyler, it's kind of like a toss up between those two. Which one you want to get the 4-star first. But yeah, I mean, I would tear these down and then get these armor pieces up to 4-star, fix these data chips, and get those data chips to 4-star, and then get those to 4-star. Crazy, man. Crazy. It's like he could have done better in the fight. You could have been done better in the fight, but that's half the game. People do weird stuff. Your account's trash. You should probably just give it away to somebody. Let me do it. I'll do it for you. Oh my gosh, it's almost reset. It's my phone. Almost reset. That's the next giveaway. The next giveaway, I'm giving away James's account. Could you imagine that just giving away like a $50,000 account? That'd be fun. Bro, I'm not even logged in. uh, holy cow. Um, SR, thank you so much. Can we get some hearts in the chat for SR for the 5 gifted memberships? Are you kidding me right now? Congratulations to all the members, all the new members. As of right now, if you are a member, you are eligible for the giveaway we're doing later. Uh, Are we just doing I didn't have a goal set up. I don't know what's going on right now. We're just giving away members. Are you kidding me right now? Wow. Thank you. Like well, I just doubled in memberships in like 3 seconds. Now we got a lot of green names. A lot of green names in here now. Well, welcome to all the new members. Um, wow. I forgot what I was even doing there. I was just trying to log in my account. Hold on 1 second. Um, wow. You know the funny part is, so tomorrow night I will be on SR's account, reviewing her account, playing on her account. So, um, if you were gifted a membership, please come back out tomorrow because we're going to be on SR's account. And yesterday we were on Josh's account. So that's kind of funny timing with this membership party, whatever you want to call it. Wow. Thank you both. Am I in an English server? Yes. I would say it's primarily English. Yep. Hate that as construction. Oh, this is done. Well, if I wanted to be like super whaley right now, I could go crazy and buy the thank you. Thanks again for another gift and membership from Josh. Awesome. I appreciate it. I thanks Josh again. This is like a gifted war going on right now. Running out of people on the stream to give stuff away to, or not give stuff away, but give memberships to. Awesome, man. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, you are? I hear those tend to be the really whaley servers. Um, I like lost my train of thought. Like I don't even know what's going on anymore. Um, yeah, I like you guys are throwing me off right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I was talking about getting headquarters 35. Um, so it'd be $100 for 4 million oil, but I would still need another what is that? Like another six. No, it'd be about 5.5 million short. So yeah, I'm a little ways away from that, unfortunately. So like I got all the resources now. Now it's like I'm so close to getting headquarters 35. I just want to get it done just to, be done with that and just then I can go back to focusing on research again, on tech again. So VIP 18, a few 17s, yeah. I bet, man. I bet. So, wow. Thanks again to SR and Josh. for those. Greatly appreciate it. And then, of course, anybody, if you are a member, link your account on Discord. You now have access to those the private chats. So go ahead, join, say hello. Okay. Okay, I got Bill. Oh shoot. I was going to use Bill Now earlier and I completely forgot. That's done. You know what? Let's just finish Tech Center. Cool. And that's it. That's all I needed. Now I just need the resources to finish 35. We be done. The grind. It's crazy to think about. I started it October, like end of October, beginning of November, so 5 months. So just to kind of give you an idea, if you're not going crazy and spending money on oil and stuff, it takes about 5 months to get about to the point where you can get headquarters 35 going. So from headquarters 30 to 35, about 5 months. Ooh, man. It's like coming down off a high. And I thought that was I don't know where John G ran off to, but I thought that was John G like becoming a member, and then I'm like, wait, those were gifted memberships. Okay. I thought I forgot to do this for a second. I could just skip that screen. Oh, you know what? I didn't apply for the buff. I am so not getting that tonight, that's for sure. I'll apply if I'm still up. I'll try to get it. Let's see what King's got cooking. I don't know if Deerfly's coming back or not. Hmm. Let's go with parts. Let's yeah, I'll mix it up. Oh, you need some more ceramics, is that what you're saying? Um yeah, I really got oh, I can open all my boxes. Duh. Da, da, da. Did I buy everything out of the Alliance store already? I think I did. Oh, that's the tavern. That's not the Alliance store. No. Oh no, I did click on it. No, I didn't. Let's buy these out. Wait, how am I short? It's crazy. Alliance store, buy these. Thank you. Wait, I'm still short? Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? I got Alliance gifts. No, I don't have that many Alliance gifts. Yeah, I got enough to buy this. Gosh. Oh, I bought like a bunch of stuff I didn't need to at the start of the week. I went through like 160,000 Alliance tokens at the beginning of the week that I didn't need to. All right, let's see if this gets me anywhere closer. Level 9s, man. It's gonna be forever. 31% though. That's a decent jump. 33%. Yeah, it's like now just like trying to get to some of these milestones. It just take forever. I'm hoping in Easter we'll get a bunch of uh either selection chests. If they bring out selection chests like they did with the New Year's event, where you do like the it had like the running and then it had the whatever they call it, where you bargained and they would have the selection chest, the drone selection chest that would pop up. That would be awesome. I love those events because you can get those for a pretty good price. 75%, man. We're getting close. We're getting close. I want that level 9 so bad on that missile. Decent little jump today. Gosh, I got a lag going on my screen. Almost 134 million total hero power. So I got tech to do still. 45, 3, 2, 37. I'll finish this. I might just like do some without the capital buff later. So we need to know when the Easter event is. Uh I my shoulder's like popping. I can't remember. The weird part about Easter is it's on a Sunday. And a lot of events they typically start Sunday night, but then there's a few times where they've started an event on a Thursday. So I don't know. I can't remember what they did last year, to be honest. Um, if they started it the week before or not. So I'm hoping they will say something about when it starts. I'll see if I can find out. I'll reach out to um, one of the mods I work with and see if they'll let me know. 'Cause it'd be nice to know if it's like if it's it wouldn't make sense for it to start that Sunday night of Easter. It would either have to be the Sunday before and like to actually go through Easter. That would make a lot more sense. Or if it started either like Wednesday or Thursday and went like Thursday to Thursday. Scenting cord. James, you didn't even send me battle report. Man, I'm getting close to VIP 15. Close. Korean servers spend a lot. Yeah, there are a ton of Korean whales. I don't know. I would have to ask like what the pricing is there if it's like better than what it is here. Send a battle report. I don't know if no, I think she's still over at FSX. It's like our other. Wait, why did I click on that? Oh, somebody else sent me his location the other day. I think Moggs sent me that the other day. Yeah, That's a big dude. Deerfly's missile team is, I don't know if I can see it anymore or not. No, it's not going to show me anymore. No, it's just going to show me icons. Nope. Oh my gosh, I need to do some attacks. Like, what am I doing down here at 515? Uh, yeah, I don't think there's a way I can see her team's not fighting. But her missile team with the gorilla is like 85, 86. I think it's 86. But I think her tank team is slightly stronger. Yeah, Valentine's Day, a lot of holidays, if it falls in the middle of the week, it'll start Sunday night. They tend to run holiday events like Sunday to Sunday. It just lines up with a lot of other things. But there have been, I don't know if there's been two events or just one other event. But again, I mean, the game's only been out less than like a year and a half or something like that. So it's hard to say exactly the timing of these things yet. Um, but yeah, Easter is one of those weird ones because it's on a Sunday, so it can't start. Uh, a lot of other mobile games they do like Thursday to Thursday. So yeah, it's hard to say what they're gonna do. I'll see if I can find out. I'll if I can find out soon that'd be nice. Cause what it I'm trying to think. Easter's in it's 2 weeks from this Sunday, so it'd either have to be not next Sunday, but the following Sunday. So it'd have to start like that Sunday and go through that Sunday, which is trying to pull up the calendar here. So it would be I think the 13th or the 20th. So it'd either have to go Sunday the 13th through Sunday the 20th, unless they started it on Thursday, which would be like Wednesday night at reset. So Hero Day is when it would start if they did it that way. But I can't remember. I can ask some people too if they remember from last year. Oh, oh, that guy did. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's tough when you fall behind. It's hard to catch up because you have to spend so much more money than to catch up to somebody else. Like if you were, say, you were just spending $200 a week, not just $200, $200 a week is still a lot. But like compared to like a whale, it's not that much. So if you were spending $200 a week and then you stop spending $200 a week for like 3 weeks or a month, and it's going to be so much harder than to catch up to somebody that had continued to do that. You have to spend like double or more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have quit, unfortunately. Little players to whales, like really big whales. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's this week. Hate this week. Where's my friend? All right, let's go select. It's not what I meant to do. Go select General's Trial, level 6, select that bad boy. I always fail, man. This. I'm sure if I switched gear and ran my tank squad, I could beat it. Yeah. So hard though. So close. So close. I'm pretty sure if I switched my gear and ran my tank squad though, I could certainly beat it. I just need to get my Carly's weapon up to 20. I think I'm good to go. Join. What should I focus on on before season 3? 200 a week. Uh, when you say what you focus on, are you talking about like tech or gear or if you're trying to get an edge in season 3, I would say getting your gorilla, get your gorilla, the overlord, get that unlocked. Um, Having it equipped does help a little bit in PvP, but it's more the levels, like the training levels that you do. It just gives a ton of power to your squads, like all your squads, not just the one you equip it to, but all of them. So I would say definitely get it equipped, and that was a quick first place take. That'll give you a good amount of power. Um, the headquarters grind. So the Age of Oil tech will come out. Getting your headquarters upgraded is pretty nice, but then you also can increase the center levels, like so aircraft, tank, all that stuff. But you're just going to focus on one because it takes a bunch of oil to upgrade those. But I would push through the headquarters. As soon as that stuff comes out, go through the headquarters levels. Try to I think I got to 33 before it started. If you can get to 33, maybe even 34, you'll have to probably buy some oil to get to 34 before season 3 starts. Actually, I'm almost like pretty certain you will. But getting up to 34, you'll get a ton of power from your marches because you'll if you have the hero experience ready to go, and I'm talking like you need 10 billion, 15 billion, because I think it's about 6 billion per hero when you're going from 170 to 175. So it's very, very expensive upgrading heroes on those levels, but you'll get a ton of power increase from upgrading those. Because you get attack, HP, defense, but then you also get the march size with it too. And then I would say your tech, getting your mastery techs, grind out the mastery techs, and then the siege, getting the siege tech, the defense tech as well, getting both of those up a lot for attacking and defending. You got to headquarters 23, getting all things to go to headquarters 24. Good. Yeah, man, just push up, get to 27, and you can start doing a little bit of the special forces stuff. I stopped checking, don't want to get sad. What are you talking about, Manny? Am I like out of resources? Or just not that much. I don't know. When did I switch from tank to air? I switched really late to the game. I was really late. I didn't switch until after season two, so I was really far behind. So my air squad is pretty far behind a lot of players. Checking your credit card. You sure hope they don't bring them tier. I think they are. I'm pretty sure they're going to bring out tier 11 troops for sure. I would say they have to, but it's almost like they kind of have to. Because you can't increase the headquarters level and then not bring out any additional content to go out with it. That's kind of been like the point of the game. Grind out headquarters levels, you get higher tier troops, you unlock new tech, that sort of thing. So to increase your headquarters to 35 and like that be it, whew, there'd be a lot of people frustrated. I just don't know if it's going to be before season four or not. If it's going to be before season four going to be wild. It's going to be wild because there are going to be all kinds of people trying to get those tier 11 troops before. There are going to be people spending all kinds of money. I just don't understand this. I do not understand this. Like, this is the highest difficulty you can do in the generals trial right now, and they're giving out freaking purple and blue shards. Like, what is this crap? And just like, if you're gonna solo this stuff, you need, I think, at least a 55 million march if you're going to solo it. So, and if you have a 55 million march, you're probably not like hoping you get some purple and blue shards. That's for sure. Cool, tank team. I think I can beat this. Let's see what happens. I say that and I get cooked. Hey, I got it. How close was that though? That's probably like the only one. No, no, actually, I did very well. Yay. I just want the weapon shards. Okay. I don't know if I can beat this one though. If they do that, can't wait to see Justin's squad. Yeah, Justin will go through the roof. Hey, I got that one. Wow, that's better than what I did 2 weeks ago. I think my squad power has jumped up a little bit since then. I think like 500,000, if not more. Okay, yeah. Oh, I tried. I tried. What was that team though? 52 million. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to rally the rest of the way. 8, 9, and 10. I'm getting close. Getting close. Maybe in like another 2 weeks I'll be really close. If they want to make more videos and get mad. Wait. Oh, are you talking about the rewards, Josh, for this? I should. I really should make a video about it because it's so stupid. Thanks for the idea. I might just go do that. I feel like I didn't do any better with the rally. Normally the rally you see a decent difference. Our rally tech though is not super great. That's not what I meant. So war tech 666. No. I don't know. I think before next season we'll probably grind out some more here, get these levels up again. Yeah. Yeah, noob. They were giving out memberships like candy. But Wall of Honor, yeah, yeah. The huge impact you're gonna get on Wall of Honor there. I don't know, man, because most players at this level in the game, you're not really looking for those shards, I can tell you that. You're not looking for purple, you're not looking for blue. I mean, I don't even care about these legendary like these here that much. Like, yeah, they add up. Probably the only important things out of here would be the drone component chest, like 6 of those. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. But like here, or sorry, here, like this whole row is just not good. This XP, that's not very much XP when you're leveling up the drone. Um, and then 6,000 skill medals, not great. Yeah. Thanks, Josh, for sponsoring my next video. I should have included that in the video that I posted the other day. Stuff like that, man. It's just like, come on. That's gonna get cooked. Sorry, Jumbo. No, I could throw a team in here. Why not? Whatever. Somebody else better join though. That's this team's not gonna go very far. That ain't going very far. Can't wait for the next one. Blueprints. Do y'all still get that Monica event that gives 5 money? Yeah, they do that. They do that every other week. It's just an ongoing thing. It's the 5 shards are just kind of like thrown in there. It's more about getting the alliance tokens that you get from all the rallies and stuff for those. What's going on in the power? Oh, all right. I'm gonna hop off. Need to go to bed. Um, yeah, not much else happening tonight. I'm done with that. Tomorrow night I'll be back on because I'll be on SR's account, so we'll check that out. I guess she's got some gold bricks for me, so I'll just go buy a bunch of what's fun to buy. I'll just buy a bunch of like gear progression and like get some like lucky gear chests. I'll just buy a ton of these and see if we can high roll some legendary gear. I gotta say, out of like the top five worst packs to buy in the game, this would be probably up there with number one. Like absolute trash. Absolutely not worth it. You're just wanting to watch money burn. That is one way to do it. Oh, yeah. So I'll be back on SR's account tomorrow. Um, if you're hanging around looking for somebody to watch, Dirk's still alive. If you want to go check him out, he's going on right now. But otherwise, I'm out of here. Thanks again to SR and Josh for all the memberships. I mean, like my entire screen is just green names right now, which is awesome. So that's cool. After we were just talking about that earlier. So thanks again. I appreciate it. I will see you all. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for coming out. I'll see y'all tomorrow.